Value of time story. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled amidst rolling hills, lived a young boy named Ethan. Ethan was known for his carefree nature and his penchant for enjoying every moment of life. He would often spend his days chasing butterflies, climbing trees, and exploring the wonders of the natural world. While other children were busy with their studies and chores, Ethan seemed unaffected by the passing of time. One sunny morning, as Ethan was lying under the shade of a massive oak tree, an elderly man named Mr. Roberts approached him. Mr. Roberts was a wise and respected member of the village, known for his insightful advice and profound knowledge. "Ethan," Mr. Roberts began, his voice carrying a sense of urgency, "I have something important to share with you." Ethan, with a curious glimmer in his eyes, looked up at the old man and said, "What is it, Mr. Roberts?" Mr. Roberts sat down beside Ethan and began his tale. Once, there was a young man named Samuel who possessed great ambitions and dreams. He believed that time was infinite and that he could accomplish anything he desired without any consequences. He wasted his days in idleness, thinking he had all the time in the world. Ethan listened intently, his gaze fixed on Mr. Roberts. But as Samuel grew older, Mr. Roberts continued, he realized that time was slipping away faster than he could have imagined. Regret weighed heavily on his heart as he saw his dreams and aspirations fading into the distance. He understood the true value of time, but it was too late. A tinge of sadness crept into Ethan's expression as he pondered Mr. Roberts' words. Mr. Roberts gently placed his hand on Ethan's shoulder and said, "You, my dear boy, have a gift. You appreciate the beauty around you and embrace each passing moment. But never forget that time is a precious resource. It waits for no one and can never be regained once lost." Ethan looked at Mr. Roberts, his eyes filled with newfound understanding. He realized that while it was essential to live in the present and savor life's joys, it was equally important to make the most of every opportunity. From that day forward, Ethan embraced a balanced approach to life. He continued to revel in the simple pleasures, but he also focused on his studies, honing his talents, and pursuing his dreams. He understood that time was his most valuable asset, and he vowed to use it wisely and purposefully. Years passed, and Ethan grew into a remarkable young man. He achieved success in his endeavors, made a positive impact on the lives of those around him, and became an inspiration to others. He never forgot the lesson he learned from Mr. Roberts, and he passed on the wisdom of valuing time to future generations. And so, the tale of Ethan reminds us all of the significance of time. It teaches us to live each moment to the fullest, to chase our dreams with unwavering determination, and to cherish the precious gift of time that we have been given. For in the tapestry of life, it is the threads of time that weave our stories and define our legacy. In Islam, the value of time is highly emphasized. Muslims believe that time is a precious gift from Allah, and it should be used wisely and purposefully. The Quran and the teachings of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, provide guidance on the significance of time. Muslims are encouraged to make the most of their time by engaging in acts of worship, seeking knowledge, and performing good deeds. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Take advantage of 5 before 5, your youth before your old age, your health before your sickness, your wealth before your poverty, your free time before you become preoccupied, and your life before your death." Time is seen as a limited resource, and every moment is an opportunity to draw closer to Allah, seek forgiveness, and work towards self-improvement. Muslims are advised to prioritize their time by setting aside moments for prayer, recitation of the Quran, and remembrance of Allah. Islam teaches that wasting time, engaging in idle talk, or indulging in activities that are not beneficial is discouraged. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, there are two blessings that many people waste: good health and free time. The concept of accountability is also tied to the value of time in Islam. Muslims believe that they will be questioned by Allah about how they spent their time on earth. Therefore, they are encouraged to make conscious choices to utilize their time in acts of obedience and righteousness. In summary, Islam teaches that time is a precious resource bestowed upon humanity, and it should not be squandered or taken for granted. Muslims are urged to use their time wisely, engage in acts of worship, seek knowledge, and perform good deeds, with the awareness that they will be held accountable for how they spent their time in this life. It's Inspirova Motivation Stories. Thanks for watching.